Hello guys, and welcome to episode 14 in my Swedish Advent calendar. And yesterday it was Lucia, a celebration that I really love, and I hope you love that episode as well. Today I'm here to talk about the evolution of the Swedish Christmas tree. And that's today's episode. A little look back, or a little view on history and how we ended up here. So, before the Christmas tree, or the tradition around the Christmas tree, reached Sweden, we had another tradition, and it was actually to put two totally trimmed down spruce trees with only like a few branches at the top on each side, either of the front door or where you entered your little farm or your little yard. So this tradition meant that the sort of Christmas peace or Christmas stillness had entered that house or that farm. But in addition to that, it was also a protection against evil and magical forces and creatures. And this tradition usually happened during something that is called Thomas Day, which is December 21st. So the tradition to add ornaments to a Christmas tree actually originates back to Germany. And in Sweden, the first Christmas tree that was decorated, that was in 1741, and it was in a nice mansion in Stora Sundby, like Big Sundby, which is funny because this is Little Sundby. So it was decorated with wax candles, there were candy hanging in the Christmas tree, and the gifts were placed under the tree, just as it is today. It takes until somewhere in the beginning of 1850, somewhere there, until the Christmas tree becomes more common in Swedish households. But back in the days, the Christmas tree and the size of the houses or the small cottages, it was kind of hard to balance. So back then, many of the little cottages, they were small, and placing a tree in the house, that was a bit of a challenge. So what did they do? And if the cottage were really small, you simply solved it by either placing the Christmas tree on a pallet, a small pallet, in the middle of the dinner table, or it actually was hanged from the roof, which I think is just a smart solution. So if you had money, of course, the decorations were more fancy. Candy, gingerbread cookies, garlands from silk paper, flags from Swedish flags and flags from different countries, and so on. If you were poor, however, the decorations wasn't that fancy, and sometimes the only thing you could afford were like paper wads from wrapping paper, brown paper wads that you just placed in the tree. So there you have it, the evolution of the Christmas tree as it is today here in Sweden. And me, myself, I am more of a sort of minimalistic, simpler kind of person when it comes to what I like in decorations for the Christmas tree. And I tend to go towards some more rustic, simpler ornaments and decorations for the Christmas tree, preferably made out of natural materials. And it's not that the glittery stuff isn't pretty, it sure is really pretty. It's just not my personal preference when it comes to Christmas decorations. So guys, I would love to know, what is your preference when it comes to decorating the Christmas tree? Is it, all in glitter, lots of red and gold? Are you more minimalistic? Are you more edgy, modern maybe? Do you have like blue and purple? What do you like, and what does your Christmas tree look like? For me, actually, I could even have it like totally green, no ornaments, and just candles, because I just love the Christmas tree so much. So guys, I hope you liked this little storytelling about the evolution of the Christmas tree. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Until I see you next time, God jul!